let's talk about black tropes.
Again!
What's up, YouTube? My name is Mario, aka the real Super Mario. Check out the main channel because the main channel is popping, aka the Loot Box Hero, aka YouTube's greatest fat man here, bringing you another video. All right, so let's get on into it. So, now, as you know, if you've been following the first two episodes of the series, basically what these videos are is I find tropes in black escapism or in black entertainment, or that people use when writing black characters, and I basically talk about ones that need to stop. Okay. All right, and now these tropes aren't not all necessarily bad. Some of them are just overused, or some of them are being used for like other purposes. They're being used for like narratives or like virtue signals or something to that extent, and they just need to stop because they're misusing them. Not all of them are bad, and then some of them are just bad and they just need to go away, you know. So of course, if you want to continue getting videos like this from me, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, do all that good stuff YouTube requires you to do to continue getting videos from me. Follow me at twitter.com/RalphMario128. Like my video tweet, share my video tweet, and I might shout you out this portion of the video. As well as follow me on Twitter so that way you can get notified when I drop a video, because YouTube doesn't notify people sometimes, and that sucks. It's really a problem on the main channel for some reason. I don't know why. That's a bigger channel, but they just don't notify people when those videos go out. So if you always want to be notified, follow me on Twitter. I promise you I'm not that spammy. So let's get on into this.
Natalie?
Well, who the hell else would it be, bitch?
So I covered the sassy black woman trope back in the Kendrick follow-up video that I did. And I cover how, you know, it was actually like a derogatory term from like the civil rights era, you know, to describe like outspoken women, you know, who speak up against their superiors and whatnot. I covered all that in that video. But the reason why it's coming back in this video is mainly because the sassy black lady and the millennial black woman trope are usually very much intertwined with each other. All right, because the way they like to write main characters, all right, and specifically black female main characters, is they like to write them as these like sassy, outspoken, headstrong, you know what I'm saying, in your face type of characters. And it's one of the reasons why people don't like those characters. And the reason why these tropes are bad is because they're using it as kind of like a virtue signal. All right, they're trying to virtue signal that, oh, they don't correspond to the status quo of the conventionally attractive cis hetero normative patriarchal power structure. Like, they don't correspond to that status quo, and so in order to do that, they have to make the most diverse character possible. And that usually ends up being...
Never lost a passenger. Never crashed my train.
Tell me where the Jedi is, or this man and his family die!
Stop talking.
Can't find Obi-Wan! You can't escape him!
Right size to go through the little door.
You gonna do superhero landing? Wait for it. Go! Woo! Superhero landing. Yeah, that's really hard on your knees. Totally impractical. They all do it.
You see where I'm going with this? All right, this is why I think these tropes need to stop or at least slow down. All right, there's nothing wrong with having a sassy, outspoken black woman in your story. All right, but I mean, now that there is like 1,000 of these characters out here now, people are beginning to get sick of it.
Coming out of Alabama, we always had to ride in the color car. It was hot, sweaty. Bathroom didn't work half the time.
Stop it. Get some help.
The woke black character. Oh boy, this character trope right here. Yeah, I'm tired of this one. All right, this one was going to hit. I don't know why I didn't think of this 2 videos ago, But yeah, this right here, I'm a little tired of this trope. All right, where they have a black character, but that black character's only purpose in the story is to be like an exposition spew for whatever the writer's like woke ideology is. And yes, I am aware that there are two different versions of woke. There's the original wokeness, which is black wokeness, and then there's the like culture war, intersectionalist type of woke, you know what I'm saying? Now, black wokeness is basically you are aware of the socio-political issues that black people face, all right, both perceived and otherwise, all right, you know what I'm saying? You're aware that these things exist. That's being woke. That's the black version of woke, where it used to be. Then, of course, there's the intersectional version of woke, which basically means that it's like intersectionalism, but it's pushed through media. So take intersectional, like, political beliefs and then just inject it directly into media. All right, and usually it's done in a hackneyed or ham-fisted or poorly written way, which is why, you know, woke is kind of a pejorative term now. A perfect example would be Maya from the Proud Family.
Black people can't be racist. I agree. Racism is prejudice plus power.
Stop the cap.
The only reason they've brought this character in was to be the woke black character. All right, that's the only reason she's here. So every time there's a plot of most of the episodes, she's usually the woke exposition dump. Now, the other type of woke character is a little bit different. All right, this is a character that wasn't woke before, and then they made them woke afterwards. All right, and the perfect example of this is Nick Fury. So Nick Fury is probably the most successful race swap in the history of race swaps. There has not been a race swap, other than like maybe Commissioner Gordon, that has been as successful as Nick Fury. Because when Samuel L. Jackson is playing Nick Fury, at least pre-Secret Invasion, like, you don't even care that he's black. He's not even trying to be black. He's just being Samuel L. Jackson. Okay? And so of course he's just dripping with blackness without even trying. They didn't have to give him a racist character to fight. They didn't have to give him some kind of black oppression story. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get captured by aliens and chained up like a slave. None of that kind of stuff happened. He just was being himself. And then Secret Invasion just pissed all over it, man.
Well, me and my mama used to take these long train rides to Detroit. No train travel back then wasn't nowhere near this elegant. Coming out of Alabama, we always had to ride in the color car. It was hot, sweaty. Bathroom didn't work half the time. You know, we couldn't go in the dining car. So we brought fried chicken, white bread, deviled eggs, pound cake, and a shoebox.
That's gotta be racist. There's no way.
And I'm like, bro, what? And this is probably a real story from his life, more than likely. All right, because he was alive at that time. Samuel L. Jackson's not a young person. He was alive during, you know what I'm saying, some of the Jim Crow stuff and the segregation stuff. So he probably actually went through this with his mom as a child. But to put that into this character where being black has never been a thing for him at all in the series, to whereas it's like a central through line in Secret Invasion. Like, there are jokes about him being black. Like,
Going for a walk.
You're going for a walk in Moscow at night.
Spooks like me, bad shots.
You can't say that.
No, you can't say that.
Thought about killing myself.
why is it all of a sudden now? And I feel like it's because Secret Invasion probably had like a black writer.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? More than likely. You know what I'm saying? But why is it now that he is suddenly this super duper woke character? You know what I'm saying? I kind of hate when they do that. There's no real reason to do this to characters. Alright, this trope needs to stop.
An evil is coming that threatens our kingdom, our freedom. But we have a weapon.
One of the biggest tropes I think needs to end in black escapism, or escapism anyway. Black historical revisionism. Bro, oh my God. This is probably going to be a video at some point because there's a whole lot more to this, all right? Now, I already kind of touched base with this a little bit in the Where's the Black Samurais video I did a while back, where the black scholar dude was like, oh, why are there no black people in samurai? The big Netflix show, Hulu show that came out about a year or so ago, or last year. And he was like, where's all the black samurai at? Because, you know, there were actually black samurai. Because, you know, black people, we were the samurai, we were the original Native Americans, we were, you know what I'm saying, we were the original Europeans, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, there's niggas on the moon. Like, you know, there's moon niggas, you know what I'm saying? We're the indigenous niggas of the moon, you know? And it was like, it was crazy, you know what I'm saying? And there is a trope in entertainment now of just black historical revisionism. Whole stories, historical stories that can completely change to facilitate like having a black character or a black narrative. Like, look at The Woman King. You know what I'm saying? They completely changed the history of that tribe, of the Dahomey tribe, in order to facilitate this, like, you know what I'm saying, strong woman hero story, when in actuality they were the villains. All right, they were the villains, okay? You know what I'm saying? And again, historical revisionism needs to stop, you know what I'm saying? And the one thing that really ticked me off with this was the Blitz.
What is your name?
George.
So how the hell did you end up here?
Who in the blue hell are you?
Now, if you don't know what the Blitz is, right? The Blitz is actually a real life event where a blitzkrieg of German planes attacked England, or the UK. They were bombing England in World War II. All right, and this is like one of the most enduring things in, like, you know, British history, because it shows the British endurance against, you know, adversity or violence, you know. And they took that story and turned it into like a victim story for black people, because they made a movie of it on, I believe it was on Amazon. And the movie, The Blitz, basically takes the Blitz and tells it from the perspective of a black person. Which, okay, I mean, that seems like a good idea. But then you realize the whole reason they're doing this is so that they can take this most enduring moment in British history and inject it with racism. Because, of course, the people in the bomb shelters and in the tunnels, they're racist to the brown people, because this is like the 40s, so of course there's going to be racist people. And, you know what I'm saying, there's, you know, it's like, is this the whole reason you did this story? Like, did you even want to tell about the Blitz at all, or did you just want an excuse to tell a historical struggle story? You know what I'm saying, without having to do another slave movie. That's what it felt like this was. And it's like, bruh, stop it, bro. There's no need to even really do this if that's the way you're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna take one of their biggest historical moments and be like, well, actually, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you guys were enduring, you know, a hellfire from Nazis, but actually, you guys were still racist. So, like, it's, you don't even know how much it just annoys me. As a history buff, it pisses me off that this story is now just another white people bad story. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Then there's this one scene where, like, the black kid who's been mistreated and him and his mom have been racially profiled and everything the entire movie. He has to, like, save, like, all these white people trapped in this tunnel that is flooding because one of the bombs hit a water main or whatever. So now it went from, like, white people bad to a black savior movie, and I was just like,
you guys fucking suck.
Bruh, Stop. This gotta stop. All right. This trope has to end. If you want to tell historical black stories, you can do that. But you don't have to go and pick some time in black history to just be like, oh, well, I'm gonna do this just so I can do the same tired garbage that we talk about all the time. White people bad, racism, oppression, pain porn. Stop it, all right? If that's all you're gonna do, don't even make a historical movie. Just make a 2025 movie with racist people in it. And just let the history lie, you know. So that's about it for this one. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. Go ahead, conversate. Tell me if you support what I'm saying here, or tell me if you're like, Mario, I don't know why you digivolved into a sentient raccoon. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you keep talking about this other kind of stuff. Go ahead and tell me in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, people, keep it real. And I'm going to get from under these hot lights because I'm melting like an ice cream cone.